Alright. We're gonna start off by talking to everyone.
Something on your mind? Of course. Such as they are. About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. Something on your mind?
He doesn't really have anything to say.
Here I am.
Can you teach others to be
I'm still
incessant?
thinking about it. I don't yet want the crows to actively hunt me, you see. Maybe later. Here I am. Oh, this should be good. Go ahead. Here I am. Oh, this should be good. What would you like to discuss?
Nothing.
Well, aren't you sweet and attentive? Of course.
Feeling better about what happened with Marjolaine?
Yes, a little better. Time heals all wounds, so they say. Scars remain, but they are just colors in the painting that is my life, no?
They add to the complexity and beauty of the piece.
Yes, that is what I'm saying. I wish things had happened differently, but knowing her and knowing me, I don't think it could have. We had good times, though, and I look back on those fondly. Whatever happened after will never change the truth of the past.
You know you can talk to me if you need to.
It's not so bad. Look, now I have new friends, a new family. In spite of it all, life is good. Well, aren't you sweet and attentive? Of course.
You called. I am hardly surprised.
Do you find Ferelden very strange?
To put it lightly, no one has a place here. Your farmers wish to be merchants. The merchants dream of being nobles, and the nobles become warriors. No one is content to be who they are.
Don't the Canaries ever want to change their lot in life?
What does that accomplish? The farmer who buys a shop is never a merchant. He is always a farmer turned merchant. He carries his old life with him as a turtle carries its shell.
But that makes the turtle stronger.
Does it? It's also his weakness. If he stumbles and falls over, it pins him on his back. It is better to armor yourself with no more than what you need. One life, one duty.
You don't think happiness is important?
You can learn to find it in doing your duty, in serving your people. There is no need to search for it. Shall we move on? As you wish. You called. Speak, then. Then I suggest we move on. I am hardly surprised.
What were you quoting earlier?
The Kyun, the path to wisdom. I am not surprised you don't recognize it.
What's the Kyun?
Ask a Tamasran. They know how to explain things to children. It is not for me to teach the Kyun. As you wish.
I still got it.
We're all impressed. What are you leaving for? Go get her.
Don't you know anything about women? You gotta make 'em wait. Play hard to get. Might as well rest up while I can. You ready to go?
I'd like to know more about you.
What about?
How do you like the surface?
It's sodding great. At first I was a little queasy with all that air, but there's just so much of it. No one has any idea who you are or what you're doing. And the ale. Oh, who'd have thought? Ale made with grain. Aye, the surface is great. It's like a big, bright world of filth without a ceiling. My kind of place. Hey, let's go find something to kill, huh? All this talk makes my hands twitchy. Come to talk to old Ogren, have you? Don't know why.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm fine. Just, I got a hornet in my eye is all. Did you want to talk about something?
Can you teach me to fight like you?
You want to be a berserker? Thought I'd never see the day. Aye, I'll teach you. Just be ready. To be a berserker, you have to face your own inner rage. Let the spirit of battle take over. And all that dust. There's a whole pile of philosophical rot that goes behind it. But the bedrock is this. Get real mad and kill things. I can teach you what gets my hackles in a twist, but no one can tell you what'll set off that killing rage in you. Finding that is the key to berserking. Once you got that, I tell you, the ladies love it when you're all mysteriously angry for no reason. Trust me. You're a quick study, Warden. You must have been seriously steamed up about something for a long time.
I'd like to know about you.
What about?
What is it like to be a warrior in Orzammar?
You get a sword or an axe, and are told to go out and defend your city. It's the best thing in the world. That is until you try to live in the city you saved.
What do you mean?
I mean, they train you to kill, teach you to harness your rage at the first noise you hear, then try to set 100 sodding rules about it. Like those provings. Ancestors show their favor through the strongest arm, right? So why so many rules saying how to fight and when you win and not to bloody kill? Killing's what swords are for.
Why don't they just give you a blunted weapon?
You can kill with blunted weapons, Warden. Well, maybe you can't. This makes me cranky. Don't you have any other inane questions?
Do you miss Orzammar?
What? Miss Orzammar? Are you mad, in addition to being ugly? They treated me like a puddle fly back there. I'm never going back.
Are you fine with what happened with Bronca?
Oh, sure. I'm fine with it. I mean, she was a real firebrand between the sheets, but a bit soft in the skull, you know what I mean? Explains why she left, anyway.
I imagine she wasn't that crazy when she left.
Oh, you don't know her. She was cracked like a glass floor. Before she was a paragon, I mean. After that, she really fell apart. I mean, she leaves me and flits about with that watered tart Hespith. What's she got that I don't? Just the thought of the two of them together, kissing and licking and intertwined on the floor of the deep roads. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to the tent for a moment. Excuse me.
You're quite taken with each other, aren't you?
You know about Liliana and me.
I've seen the way she looks at you, the familiarity with which you speak, how she always finds a way to place herself next to you.
I like being with Liliana.
I've noticed your blossoming relationship, and I wanted to ask you where you thought it was going. Leliana is a remarkable girl, sincere and guileless, and she has opened her heart to you. I would not like to see her hurt.
I'd never hurt Liliana.
Not intentionally, no. But there is great potential for tragedy here, for one or both of you. You are a Grey Warden. You have responsibilities which supersede your personal desires.
I can handle my responsibility and relationship.
Love is ultimately selfish. It demands that one be devoted to a single person who may fully occupy one's mind and heart to the exclusion of all else. A Grey Warden cannot afford to be selfish. You may be forced to make a choice between saving your love and saving everyone else. And then what would you do?
Keep your nose out of it.
I apologize if I've offended. I was just trying to point out why this affair may be a bad idea.
Liliana and I can handle whatever comes our way.
If you insist, I have given my advice. Do with it what you will. Is there something you need?
Have you changed your mind about Liliana and me?
I have watched you for a time, and perhaps I was wrong. There seems to be something special between the two of you. I think she feels she's truly found her place with you. That after all her wanderings, she's finally home.
I feel the same way.
I think I was too harsh in my judgment before, and I am sorry.
You better be sorry. I was deeply insulted.
What you have may not last forever. Death and duty may part you, but love's worthiness is not diminished because of that. I should have seen this before. Instead, you learn to cherish every precious moment that you spend together, knowing that it may be the last. And for those of us watching, well, it brings warmth to these old bones to know that something so beautiful can be found in the midst of chaos and strife.
I await your command. So, full of questions, are you?
I think she's maxed out.
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
I think she's maxed out. Liliana might be maxed out. Sten might be maxed out. Alistair. Just Zevron, Wynn, and Ogren aren't.
Yes.
Oh wait, hold on.
Oh, blast it.
We need to level everyone up and then... Let me get my thing. Then we also want him to have those two. So 4 more levels. It needs 6 more levels. Nope. 7 more levels. I don't need, well, let's look at... That's still better. Hmm. That's better. But... yeah, that's just better. $36. Okay, no. Let's look for Algren. That's better. Just give him that and... I'll probably give him that until Alistair can wear it. You can't wear any of this shit, dude. Alright, pretty much sell everything else. Damn, we spent 25 minutes
If there's anything I can do for you,
talking to
please,
everyone and
please tell me.
sorting everything out.
I'm sure you'll be
That's
pleased with
insane.
the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
It's insane.
I shall treasure it. Thank you.
I gotta look up presents. Since I don't have the mod to tell me. Alright, so let's go to Alistair first. Alistair. Where is it? Black Runestone.
Is that for me? Really? Wow. Wow.
Pretty sure we already paid that.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much. of you. Thank you so much. Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
She's already maxed out, so. And then Morgan. Yep, okay with that. Wait, hold on. Liliana.
Oh, how dear.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
Unexpected. Thank you. Unexpected. Thank you.
Okay. And then this is for a secret companion, and then these are just random. Which, if we get the secret companion, we'll just give it to him. Which I think we will be getting him, so.
Indeed.
Indeed.
The secret companion.
Of all the...
Yes.
I think we need to take Zevron, just because his mother was a Dalish elf.
We've been waiting for you, Warden.
I see enemies ahead! You'll get mercy from me!
Sounds better than later.
Let's see what you're made of!
All right, let's go! All right, all right.
Watch in horror as I rip you!
No chance. No chance at all. Got it.
The fuck? Are they rebelling because I chose... Balin?
Stop right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere.
Actually,
Quickly.
I am looking for the Dalish.
I find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours?
I'm a Grey Warden. I wish to speak to your leader.
A Grey Warden? How do I know you're telling the truth?
You'll have to take my word for it.
I suppose that a lie wouldn't gain you much benefit. I shall bring you to the Keeper. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows are still trained on you. Follow me.
I see we have guests. Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
This one claims to be a Grey Warden and wishes to speak with the clan. I thought it best to leave the decision to you.
That was wise of you. Macirinus, Mithra, you may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zafrian, the keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are?
My name's Darren. A pleasure to meet you.
If you came to bring news of the Blight in the south, it is not needed. I had already sensed its corruption. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not.
Yes, it seems like you've had your own troubles. What are the odds?
I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me. The clan came to the Brecilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us, and though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped, but we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry.
Is there no way to help your men?
The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself, and that would be no trivial task to retrieve.
I'm good at non-trivial tasks.
Within the Brecilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan.
I'll find this Witherfang for you.
I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brecilian forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil
I gotta go to
separating
the bathroom. I'll be
spirit
back.
realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck. Then I suggest you see Master Verathorn. I will instruct him to put aside some supplies for you, the kind that the hunters use. Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayra, the clan's storyteller, will provide you with answers just as easily.
Sorry that took so long. How do I find Witherfang?
Watch for the white wolves. They are his eyes and ears in the forest.
Tell me more about the scars.
There is not much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now any werewolf may infect someone with it.
How did it start?
That is a long tale I do not have time to tell. Ask Sayrel about it if you wish.
I gotta wake up like at 6. Ugh, for work. Alright.
Go on then. I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
Alright, let's start at this side of the camp and kind of just work our way in.
Andera Natishan, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
I don't mind, I understand.
That is very generous of you. Most would assume we are unkind as a rule, and that is not the case. Especially not to a Grey Warden. But we have lost much, and it is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brecilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me.
You don't seem happy about that.
None of us are happy about this situation, and I least of all. But I shouldn't speak too much about this, especially with an outsider. I am sure you have little interest in my problems. It's odd to talk so freely with a stranger, but perhaps you can help me. My wife Denilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Denilah is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf, and that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her. If I could just know if Denilah is alive, or what happened to her, then I could be at peace.
I could seek her out in the forest for you.
I have an amulet made by our craftsman. It's not much, but I would be happy to give it to you in return for any news.
Got it.
What are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Verathorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlan. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Verathorn.
He definitely left it out in
so
the
they
rain.
should. Truly, the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest. Now then, please forgive my distraction, stranger. Is there something that you need?
What exactly did you make here?
I'm the clan's craftsmaster. It's my responsibility to learn what I can of the ancient elven arts of shaping wood and ore. In truth, we Dalish know little of the art compared to what we once did. And even what we know has taken us many lifetimes to achieve. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel but far lighter. It grows only in this forest. Ironbark. The Keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come.
What if I found some for you?
I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive. You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. If you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you. That would
I'll
please
take a
me,
look when I'm in.
so long as our hunters come first. I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Backpack. Manual.
Hello?
Hello yourself, who are you?
I am Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter.
Why can't you?
I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand.
Try me, I might surprise you.
I suppose there's no harm in it. It's not like you can help me. I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of a beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gaina.
Girl problems?
She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gaina will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery.
There must be some way to solve your problem.
You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do.
Perhaps I could talk to Keenan for you.
I suppose you could, but what good would that do? The situation hasn't changed.
I can be pretty persuasive.
Really? I'm willing to try anything.
Can't hurt.
Siranas, oh ma Siranas, I will pray to the goddess of love that you are successful.
Andaran Atishan, outsider.
You're again correct. Cameron mentioned you.
You spoke to him? What did he say?
You said you refused to give him your hand.
Oh. I don't expect an outsider to understand our ways, but I just can't bond with Kamen. He's been a hunter apprentice for over 2 years now, and he's yet to slay a proper beast. Each time he's tried, something has gone wrong. Perhaps the creators do not wish us to bond.
I cannot bond with an apprentice hunter, can I?
If you love him, it doesn't matter what he is, does it?
But what if he never becomes a proper hunter? What will become of our family?
If you love him, then believe in him and help him succeed.
Oh, you are right. I have made poor Kamen miserable. No wonder he cannot complete his hunt. Masiranas, thank you. You have helped me put this into perspective. I will go and speak to Kamen. Kamen, I have been a fool.
Gaina? What do you mean? Have you changed your mind?
I have. The outsider has helped me to see that I was wrong. I have made you miserable, and I should not have.
But what about my hunt?
I don't care about that. I know you will pass your hunt in time, and we will be happy. Us and our children.
Thank you, Gaina. You've made me a happy man. I feel blessed by the gods today. We are both very grateful for the part you've played in bringing us together.
How marvelous you are. I am so happy.
Does anyone else feel the urge to vomit? No? 'Tis just me?
Here, take this. It's been in my family for a very long time, but I hope it plays some part in your battle against the Darkspawn. It's the very least we could do.
Really, Morgan? -5, you little bitch.
I am told you were instrumental in bringing our Kamen and Gaina together.
That's correct.
By our traditions, Kamen is still Dalen, a child. Their match is hardly appropriate.
We might have stand in the way of love.
We try to teach our young to wean themselves off the impatience that humans suffer from. Their belief that everything must happen now is what destroyed us long ago. But there's no real harm in what you did. I do not doubt your intentions were good.
What can you tell me about Zathrian?
Nothing that you could not ask Zathrian himself. He is the keeper of this clan and has been for a very long time. He is also a very good man who has lost much. The Dalish are everything to him, and he would do anything to protect them.
Lost much? What did he lose?
He lost his family a very long time ago. I don't know the story, but I understand the circumstances were horrific.
Tell me more about yourself.
I'm hardly anyone special, I assure you. If I seem different from the rest of my clan, it's only because I was born amongst humans. I came to the Dalish at a very young age, but I've always retained my curiosity about the world I came from.
How did you come to the Dalish if you're so young?
My parents were servants to a human merchant whose caravans plied the southern routes. One day, bandits killed him, and my parents both. I was the only survivor, just a young girl, and the bandits took me. I was their servant for several years.
Sorry, it must have been horrible.
It was, though long years of reflection have allowed me to come to terms with it, to put them in perspective. I can only imagine what would have happened had the clan not saved me from them. I owe them my life for that, and more.
Ah. The Dalish rescued from bandits?
The bandits killed a scout when the clan passed near their camp. When the clan discovered him, Zathrian came looking for his killers. He followed their tracks for almost a month, and when he finally caught up to us, he fell on the bandits like a terror. No one could stop him. I sat there and I watched him attack them in a blur, and I reveled in every blow. When he saw me, the fury in his eyes turned to pity. He took me back to the clan, and I've been here ever since.
Didn't you have family to return to?
It's possible I might have had some, maybe many. Zathrian offered to take me back, but I had no idea where I was from, and I wanted to stay with the man who rescued me. The clan is my family. Any others out there? It's best they believe that little girl died with her parents. For now, the clan is all I need. My old world could not have offered me all this, and the knowledge of a keeper as well. Perhaps one day, when I am keeper, I might inquire out of curiosity. I'm not sure what lies down that road except pain, however.
How did you become keeper?
I am not a keeper. I am Zathrian's first. Though because I was not born into the clan, becoming his first was very difficult. We Dalish have old traditions. The clans come from the ranks of the nobility that once ruled the Dales, you see. The keepers of those old clans have the strongest and purest blood that reaches back to the days of Arlathan. I had to compete against the other candidates for first, to be better than them in everything, simply because I was not of the old blood.
Do they resent your success?
No. Zathrian told me that time would take away their prejudices, and it did. They became used to me. The clan has placed great trust in me. One day, I will lead them and be the one who secures our future. As you wish. Darth Shirel.
I'll get on it.
Let's try not to get too lost. It's easy to get turned around in a place like this.
I'll get on it.
The Watchwolves have spoken truly, my brothers and sisters. The Dalish sent a dwarf of all things to put us in our place. They sent a dwarf to make us pay for our attack.
You speak? I thought werewolves were savage beasts.
We are beasts, but we are no longer simple and mindless. Let that thought chill your spine. You speak to Swift Runner. I lead my cursed brothers and sisters. Turn back now. Go back to the Dalish and tell them that you have failed. Tell them we will gladly watch them suffer the same curse we have suffered for too long. We will watch them pay.
I would prefer to talk to you. I mean no harm.
Was it not Zathrian who sent you? He wishes only our destruction.
Yeah, but y'all can
Talk.
We can negotiate here. You talk of Zathrian as if you know him.
We have never met, he and I. He would not survive the experience. I swear it.
Why do you hate him so much?
You know nothing, do you? Nothing of us, and even less of those you serve. You are a fool, and we are done talking. Run from the forest while you can. Run to the Dalish and tell them they are doomed.
I'm not going anywhere.
Very well. I will not risk throwing my people at you like unthinking brutes. Come, brothers and sisters, let us retreat. The forest has eyes of its own, and it will deal with intruders as it always has.